Yo, what's up guys? Brendan will bring you a brand new build guide video. Patch 13.23 is here, which means split pushing is now Z tier, and I have got a Z tier build for you that's going to print off LP. Let's jump right into it. So this build is taking inspiration from an old video that we did, which was the top 50 Fiora OTPs, and we analyzed over 2,000 ranked games from them. There was a hidden OP build. It wasn't built too often, but it had a higher win rate than Conquer with Triforce, but it was Grasp with Triforce. Grasp and Triforce had a really good win rate. And with these new changes in patch 13.23, split pushing is now just ultimately the best thing that you can do as a top laner, because if you get all three towers, tier 1, tier 2, and base tower, it's basically worth 2,300 gold, which is almost a full item. So we're taking Grasp, Demolish, Bone Plating, Unflinching, Biscuits, and Magical Footwear. The Magical Footwear allows us to get our Power Spike faster, or get our Triforce faster, and then obviously Demolish for split pushing, and the build is going to be Triforce into Ravenous into Hullbreaker. So we're going to be playing against another split pusher here as well in Tryndamere. So this will be a fun one. Usually I like to get a little bit of damage into this lane, but I think that this will work out too. So since we are running Grass, the beauty of this build is that we get the Triforce. Oh, almost got that. We get the Triforce, which gives us the movement speed. Hullbreaker will give us the movement speed, and the Triforce will also help us take towers faster as well. So we're going to be able to take towers in about 6 seconds with Demolish procs. We're going to have the movement speed, which will make it really hard for enemies to catch us. We'll be able to just jump around the map, go from top lane to bot lane to mid lane, taking all the towers and just being absolutely the most annoying thing in the world. And we're going to get a ton of gold from it. We're going to get a ton of gold from it, which is going to be huge. So our whole purpose of this game is just to split push our way to a victory, basically. Now, obviously, with Grasp, it's much easier for us to win lanes because we can just poke and sustain, poke and sustain. So that's the beauty of it, along with Biscuits, that is able to keep us alive as well. We'll take one more. We'll risk the crit. Oh, and we get the crit. He gets the coin flip crit there. But all we really need is to come out of this lane even, because this build is so strong, and all we really care about is split pushing. So we're going to be all right. Nice. Not bad. We got a nice little flash fighter there. That was great. Now this wave is kind of pushing back to him, so I don't think there's too much I can do besides try and push it. We will get another Biscuit soon. Oh, the team's doing well. They're popping off. We do want to try and push this. We want to keep our parry. We don't really want to parry the wave just in case he does get there fast, because he still has flash. So he might try to flash for us, and we might be able to use our parry to get rid of his flash and still stay alive. So, or we just get out of here and we can keep our tempo. I missed that, but that's okay. So the first thing that we want to get is the Sheen, because if you go Grasp on Fiora, you want to go Sheen, because Grasp and Sheen basically work the same way. So we're going to go ahead and get that, because after an ability, your next auto is enhanced, and that's the same way with Grasp. So we're just enhancing that auto attack that comes after our Q, basically. And by the way, keep in mind, we're going to basically ignore a lot of team fights here. We're going to be ignoring a lot of team fights and going just strictly for those towers. We did get rid of Ghost. He still has flash though. We got to be a little careful here. We have one Biscuit, and we get one more at 6 minutes, which is great. We can let this shove into us. I don't think we really need to do too much here. Yeah, he's level 5 off that. I really want this, though. Yeah, that's all I really care about. And then we'll let this push back, and maybe we can look for a kill at level 6. He won't hit level 6 off this next wave, but I'll hit level 6 on the push back, which will be nice. So we are chilling. We are chilling at the moment. I would call for a gank from Lee Sin, but he's like 1 HP, so we're not going to do that. No crit that time. Nice. We'll take the RNG there. And now we can just slow push back, keep our lead, and we're going to be all right. But once we get this build rolling, it is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. And we only missed one. That's great. We only missed one for the minions. Now we're going to slow push and only last it here. So we can deny a little bit of CS for him and punish him for not having teleport, basically. We have teleport in case we do get ganked here. It is Brand jungle, which for some reason is really popular at the moment, but he doesn't have like the best ganks, really. He's kind of slow. You're going to see him quite early. Now he does a ton of damage, but his ganks aren't really the greatest. He does really well in like Baron fights and Dragon fights, though. We might look for something right away here. See if we can just pop his... Ooh. There we go. We'll just take some damage away. We didn't miss any XP there. We might miss a minion or two. Yeah, we'll miss that one. We'll actually probably miss both of the... yeah. But that's okay. We got his HP down. And now we're in no threat when he hits level 6. So we kind of just use our ulti there just to pressure him away. And now we might be able to actually just walk in and get a plate here, which is the goal. Which is the goal with this build, is just to go for towers. So we're actually probably going to ignore. Yeah, we're just going to ignore, and we're going to get our demolish. So this is what this build is all about. He is level 6, but I still want my demolish. Boom, we'll take the plate. And if he decides to chase us, he can't really kill us, and he's going to lose all those minions. So now we can look for a reset. We have teleport. We don't really miss anything. We're basically, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want to do with this build. We want to get that nice early kill, and then we have a big enough lead where we can just walk in, hit the tower, get our demolish proc, do it again, do it on repeat, slowly whittle that tower down, basically. Go ahead and grab the axe here, and we're looking good. We can actually go ahead and probably freeze this wave if we want to. Our demolish is on a little bit of a cooldown anyway, so we'll have to wait for a second for it to be back up. So we're just going to freeze, and we're just going to have him come into us. If he doesn't try to break the freeze, he's going to miss this whole wave. We're just going to try to maintain this freeze. The biggest way, or the easiest way to do that, is just to keep 4 casters alive. So we'll slowly hit the minions, won't kill them too fast or anything. We'll be watching our next wave, which is coming up. And now that our minions are about to die, we'll start clearing this wave out. Take it down to 4, and we're good to go. We're going to take one more here, right here. And now we're good again. Keep the freeze. He missed 1 wave. We'll see how much he misses. This is good for us. That's 1 wave down. I guess he's going to go for 2 missed waves. A little fight going on in mid lane. Not sure who's going to win that. I got to focus on my freeze, though. Oh, he's just giving it up. Let's see what he decides to do. If we see him mid, that's when we'll start the shove. If we see him mid, we'll start the shove. For now, we're just waiting until we see him. He's going to miss a 2nd wave here, it looks like. We still have our 4 casters here that are keeping this wave frozen. He's coming back. Perfect. Exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. That's perfect. 2 waves down. He missed them both. And we can look to play aggressive with the big trades here because we do have a little bit of a lead. Nice. Good. And now we just walk it right back. We're going to probably max W second here. We might do a little WE rotation because we're going to be split pushing. And the E is really nice for the split. We're going to have him miss a little bit more minions here. Hopefully he misses this cannon as well. That'd be great. And he does. So yeah, we're just doing a little bit of wave management here. Eventually we're going to have our Triforce, and that's when I want to be super aggressive, and that's when I just want to walk onto the tower basically and get my demolish procs on repeat. Team gets a nice double kill there, ties up the score. That's great. Looks like Tryndamere is going to miss another wave, and we really want to keep our eyes on the map in case we see Tryndamere, because that's when we're going to push up and look for a demolish proc. We're going to trim this down a bit. Oh, look who's back. We can hold this. He probably has his ghost back up, or he definitely has his ghost back up. We're going to be a little aggressive here. Yep, we're going to pop that. Nice. All right. And we got his flash out too. I don't know where he used R or why he's flashing. For sure, that works. And now we're back to freeze. We're back to freeze. So this is a little bit of a micromanagement here. I mean, we're just wave managing. So this is a little tip in that as well, along with the build guide, so that's nice. Now notice how we still have 4 minions. Still have 4 minions right there. 4 minions, 4 minions. Doing their job, keeping the wave right here forever. I'll go ahead and take one of my biscuits. And once he comes back, he's got no flash and he's got no ghost. So we'll ping both of those. And now we're just waiting. It's a boring start, but it's going to lead to a lot of fun in the later stages of the game because we'll have such a big gold lead. So level 9 to his level 7, and our lead just keeps on building. He misses another wave. Wow, this is just, he's just not even... He does not like this freeze at all, does he? We got to trim this down a little bit just in case he shows up because I won't be able to break. Keep trimming, keep trimming. He might hit because he's here now. We'll see. I do have 1 more biscuit to work with. I'm going to try to pull it backwards. Not bad. I got 1 more biscuit. That's my last biscuit here. So now if he gets too aggressive, I will have to let it go. But we kind of did our job already. We're up by 40 CS. We're going to keep taking our grass procs and just get that poke and sustain. Poke and sustain. Perfect. That's all we're doing. Poke and sustain, poke and sustain. And would you look at that? Look what we have again. We got 4 casters again. This time we can look to be a little more aggressive. Try to get our HP back using our ulti if we'd like. That might hit. Well played, Ashe. Nice shot. Now we're going to push this up. Gotta let Ashe know that was a nice shot. I was watching that on the minimap. That was beautiful. And we go. We might be able to get the tower here. I don't have a lot of mana. But that is about as perfect as it gets for a laning phase, I tell you what. Perma freeze and we just punish with the grasp. That poke and sustain. Oh, he's here. I don't have any mana, but he's going to do it anyways. All right, it works out. And I'm going to get this Demolish proc. And we're out. Beautiful. All right. That's about as good as it gets, man. That is about as good as it gets. And now I have 2,600 gold. So yeah, we're going to get Triforce, probably sell our Dorn's Blade for Tiamat early, because now we're going to get really aggressive. Now we're going to get really aggressive and start pushing into this tower. I think we're going to go ahead and sell this, buy this, and we're in a great spot. We're in a great spot at 12 minutes. Wow, that's... Seriously, that is a perfect laning phase right there. That is as good as it gets, man. Huge shout out to Ashe, though. Ashe really made that play happen. He might get a little bit here. Let's see, 2 plates? Probably not 3. He doesn't have R. He doesn't have R. We could look for another play here. Oh, Ashe is a legend. Ashe hits that again. But right now, we are not going to freeze anymore. We're going to look to be really aggressive, push waves, and I can just get this tower while he's there because of how much stronger I am than him. And I want to start pushing out other waves too. So I want to basically spread my lead and just split push with this build. So the grass came in handy and helped us out a lot. I'm going to ignore here if I can. We'll see if we can get this pushed in. Unfortunately, the wave's in a very awkward spot at the moment. So we need this next wave to come. And then maybe we can get it pushed. Okay. Now we just want to get this Demolish proc. Nice. Now we're going to chase this guy. Nice. We'll take that. His Ghost cooldown is much higher than my ult's cooldown. So we're going to take that. And then we're going to push this next wave. We'll see if we can get any hits on the next tower. All we care about is split pushing. That's all we care about in this with this build. So we can go ahead and recall, actually. The next tower that I want is going to be this. I see a very nice ward here. And I am going to go ahead and teleport. And I'm going to go ahead and get this. And I'm very strong. Let's go for it. I don't know if I can get her. I think she's going to get a recall off before I can get there. Nice. Beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful. Now I want this next tower. We should probably ping that I want somebody here. That'd be great. I have Demolish, so I'm going to go for this Demolish proc. Oh, it was on cooldown. That's okay. We're going to take this tower, and we're going to take this, and then we'll go for Dragon. But there was an opportunity. The reason I teleport there is because there was an opportunity for me to get this tower if we were able to get that flank. So we go for this. Boom. Boom. Demolish proc. We don't even have the build yet, and we can still take this tower really quickly. So it's wonderful. More gold for us. Now I want to help with the dragon, and then I want to work on the mid tower. The mid tower will be beautiful. We're just going to make sure nobody's here. Probably going to help with this. Just hit it once. Cool. We might be able to make a play here. Oh, I should have the movement speed. Nice. We go for Callista. I don't have too much mana. I gotta be a little slow with this. I don't have any mana. That might be enough. Oh, it's not enough. I ran out of mana. It's a mana diff. That's alright. That's alright. A little bit of a mana diff. We die there, but that's okay. I think the proper play probably is to sit in this bush and just recall, but at the end of the day, all I care about is getting as much gold as possible because I want to continue my split push. So now we got the bottom tower. Now I have Ravenous. I got 2-item power spike already at 16 minutes, and we are probably going to go back to top lane. We got to figure out which tier 2 we want to go for here. Rift is up in a minute and a half. That's the next objective to play for. So maybe we go bot here, actually. This tower is gone, so we go bot here. And we're going to look for this tower when Rift comes up. Rift will be up way before the next dragon, so that's where we're at right now. So we just go to split pushing now. Now this is where we just start being as annoying as possible. We have 2 items compared to Trinimir's 1. He might have a little bit more because he got the top tower, we'll see. But I just don't think that he has much kill potential against me because I have such a lead from that early laning phase, and we're just going to keep that lead going, basically. So all I really care about is get this Demolish proc and then move on. Oh. She might ult. Nice. But I can't really help here. Okay, pretty good. Oh no, Callista has gotten all the kills. I forgot about the Callista ulti there. I saw 2 vitals facing me and I kind of messed that up, so we got that. That's all right. Now we want to work our way towards tabbies because we're going to get that extra movement speed from Triforce, extra movement speed from the magical footwear, and then extra movement speed from the Hullbreaker as well. So we're just going to be all over the map, basically. We want to pull them to us, but then also we want to really minimize our deaths. So we don't want to really die anymore this game. That's our goal. Shabito, maybe die one more time. Maybe die one more time, but I don't want to die anymore. We're going to go back to bot lane here. I do have teleport up and the Rift Herald is available. Let's see, what does she have? She's 4-1, no stopwatch. I should be able to win this 1v1 at this point. We're going to give it a go. She does do a lot of damage, but we should be able to make it work. Now when I have Hullbreaker, I get that extra MR from Hullbreaker, which would be nice. It looks like she's avoiding me, but she could show up because she could have help. We see Kalista, we see Tryndamere. Kalista's probably there with Camille. Oh, she's got a red buff, which makes it a little scary. I see Tryndamere, but he's pushing all by himself. Nobody's going to collect that, so I've got to go catch Tryndamere here, which means I got to teleport top and collect Tryndamere. But this is the beauty of this way, or this build, is that I can be really, really greedy. So I can go grab bot wave and then push that out, and now I can go push out top wave. And there's nothing wrong with me doing that. It's actually extremely valuable. So they might want to be careful for Tryndamere, but I'm going to go for the split push. And now this is a moment where I kind of want to ping them off here and say that I'm going for this tower because of how fast I can take the towers. And the towers are worth 700 gold right now, so this is definitely a good trade-off when we have 2 towers. But unfortunately, they are fighting. But this does mean that they have to give up the dragon. So they get dragon, I get 700 gold. Sounds like a fair deal. Don't really even have to worry about pushing this. I'm just going to take the 700 gold here, 675 plus the 25, and I'm out. And that's all I really want. And that gets us the teleport from Akali as well, so that's just from us pulling pressure. That's great. They will get that dragon. I'm going to take this scuttle because Baron's up just in case something bad happens, and then I'm going to go bot lane next. And now we can start working on our Hullbreaker. Grab this. We'll grab this. We'll grab that, and we're looking good. Now we go bot lane. Now we're on the split push on the bot lane. It looks like he's going to go Hullbreaker too, which makes sense because he went grass, but his Hullbreaker won't be as good as mine because my Triforce scales much better. So now we're going to work our way here. We see Tryndamere. I'm going to ping that. I just kind of got to communicate with pings when I'm doing this. That's the biggest thing that you'll want to do when you implement it into your gameplay. We see 4. We see 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got a free tower because I can take this so fast. Nice. The biggest thing is like implementing your pings, making sure that your team knows what you're doing, and you're just calling things out. We see Akali, she's like the only one that can kill me. I'm just split pushing bot lane. I'm playing opposite side of objective, which is the Baron. We see 3 of them now mid lane, so I just get even more gold. That's 700 more gold for me. Wonderful, awesome, and now I just recall. And now I recall, and I can get Hullbreaker. Now, at this point, I think I'm going to get responded to. I probably could have stayed there, but it pulls them backwards anyways because they're not sure. But I do have Hullbreaker. I'm going to wait for it. It's only 40 gold. So now we just chill for a second. And then we're probably going to work our way towards bot lane again, actually. Only because the neutral objective is still Baron here. So even without teleport, I still want to be down there just because if the fight does pop off and it takes a while, then I can get there in time because of all this movement speed. But if not, then I can at least trade something for us losing the fight, right? So I'm going to go bot lane. I'm going to let them know, hey, Akali's top. We're going to move on down. So now we have the build. This is the build. It is Grasp with Triforce into Ravenous into Hullbreaker, and we have all 3 items here. And we have them at 22 minutes, actually. So we are very strong. And we could basically chase this guy. He's going to have to use something to get away. And we can still go. There we go. We get that. Nice. Awesome. Now we're just back to this. Ashe is nailing these ults this game, by the way. Ashe is definitely getting an honor at the end of this one. She's hitting every ult. Now I'm going to pull pressure bot lane, and somebody's going to have to respond to me, or it's going to be Tryndamere in those 30 seconds. But I have teleport in 30 seconds, which means whoever responds to me, I can just leave them and go help with a neutral objective at that point. And if nobody does respond to me, then I'm going to go ahead and take the tower and the inhibitor and get even more gold. So that is the goal. I'm also getting a ton of XP and gold just from split pushing here and getting these minions, which is great. That is 3 dead. Oh, this is a little sketchy. Oh, that was close. Tryndamere has 8 seconds on respawn, which means I probably get this, actually. So even though they lose this fight, I just go ahead and grab this tower in 2 seconds. And now we're going to have inhibitor. Boom. Beautiful. And Tryndamere can't really stop me. Now he has no R. Yep. And now I go back to this. And now we're going to work on the top lane next. So this build is just absolutely broken now because of it. Because of these changes to the towers. Oh, he's struggling to get that. We're going to teleport just to threaten. Okay, we didn't know how close they were on it. So we teleport just to threaten. Ashe nails another arrow. This guy's insane. We can just go ahead and start this, it looks like. We have Camille bot lane responding to my split push from earlier. Tryndamere is down. We should probably wait for Lee Sin here, but it's okay. And now because we have such a lead, it kind of depends on what we're doing or what we need in the game, because we're kind of buying accordingly. But in this game, it looked... Oh. Nice. Nice again. I'm out of here. I have no mana now. We're not going to fall for the same mana trick again, are we? Beautiful. And since we do have such a lead, I'm actually going to go Spear of Shojin. Now, if I was a little bit behind or anything like that, I could definitely go, you know, Death Stance or Maul, or even like Sterix would work too. I actually think we might work our way towards this dragon, because it's 20 seconds before dragon. I'm not going to get too much... I'm not going to get too much done if I split towards the top lane, so I'd rather just go towards the dragon here and help them out with this, because I am the strongest one in the game by far right now. I have 3.5 items. Nobody is even close. And that's just from that split pushing, basically, where I'm getting all that gold from. So we can just go for this, and it should be fine. I'm level 16. I don't think anybody's close to that either. We'll put a ward behind us here. If anybody shows up, I should be able to just hop over the wall and kill them because of how strong I am. Mm-hmm. I'm just tanking it all. It doesn't... Oh, gosh. Wait. Wait. It's a prank. Oh? Wait, hold on. Take this. Okay. I wonder if she eased back in. No? Oh? But this works out, right? This works out? I think so. Works out. That works out. We almost have our Spear of Shojin. I could have played that much better. But, you know, the thing is, the beauty of this build is, like, I'm going to get gold regardless. So, like, I can make a few mistakes and it's okay because I'm really just getting all my gold from split pushing. So it's a-okay. All right, now we can work our way towards top lane. We almost have our Spear of Shojin. We'll probably have that on next back. With this extra movement speed that we get from Hullbreaker and Triforce, we're actually going for 424. And we get a low cooldown on the Q, and when we get Spear of Shojin, it'll be even lower. I'm not going to participate in this fight. I'm actually going to move towards the top lane, because if they can even, like, trade, you know, 3 for 3 or something like that, I'm at a point now where they're going to need more than one person to kill me because of how strong I am. So I can kind of ignore this and just work my way towards the tower as they're fighting here, because it's none of my business, really, you know? All I really care about are these towers. So no matter what happens, I just go get these towers. So it's a-okay. Now they have to respond to me. I'm going to go ahead and take this tower before they can even get here. Boom. I just take the tower so fast. It's just the most annoying playstyle to deal with. Inhibitor's gone. And I mean, I could even put damage on this tower if I wanted to. Yeah. We can basically just take this. Even with 2 of them there, because we have Hullbreaker. And we can just help with this tower too. I'm just ignoring the fights entirely. Another tower for me. We'll go ahead and get 3 inhibitors. Why not? No big deal. And now, we might as well get this tower too while we're at it, huh? There we go. Get that kill. Get that kill. And we end the game. GG. And that's the build, dude. This build is going to just print off so much LP for you guys. So much LP. We're definitely going to give the honor to Ashe there. Wonderful. That was some insane snipes. Some insane snipes. And we snagged the S+ in this game. Let's check the damage. So we actually did really great damage. So not to mention how much turret damage we probably did, but we have 28k damage from this build. We were super tanky. It was very hard for enemy to actually kill us. And then when we look at the total damage to turrets, yeah, we've got more damage to turrets than basically everybody in the game times 2, maybe even 3. So this is the build. I'm telling you right now, this was in a ranked game as well. This is the build, man. This is the build for patch 13.23 and beyond. If they don't, you know, nerf Grasp or Triforce or Hullbreaker or split pushing in general, this is going to be the build that is just going to money printer, give you all the LP you could ask for. And that's the build guide video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this build gets you tons of LP. They're eventually going to nerf it. This is just far too OP. The fact that you can get like 2,500 gold in 2 minutes from split pushing in a side lane is absolutely ridiculous. So get out there, get some LP, have a good time. Until next time, peace out. Love ya. Bye-bye.